Call to order. Hey, that's pretty good, eh? And do I have a motion to adopt the minutes or adopt the agenda?
I make the motion that council approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Opposed? No, carried. Number 3, is there someone to adopt the minutes?
3.1 recommendation that council approve the minutes from the regular council meeting held on March 6, 2019.
Second.
All in favor? Carried. 4, introduction of late items. We do have a late item, number 8.7. Okay, anything else? That's it? Okay. Do we need a motion to accept that as a late item?
We should, yeah. I make the motion that we accept the late item 8.7.
I'll second it.
In favor? Okay. Moved. Public hearing. Do we have any public hearings? No. Delegations? No. Unfinished business and business arising from the minutes. Oh, wow. No. Okay. Let's go into new business. 8.1 recommendation.
The council approve the library board appointments. Library board appointments as outlined in the attached letter.
I'll second.
Any discussion? No. Sorry? No discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, carried. 8.2, that council confirmed that they want, I'm sorry.
Recommendation.
Yeah, recommendation.
That council confirm that they want to proceed with the spring barbecue / spring fling and set a budget for the event. And that council confirm what events they want to happen at the event, i.e. band, bouncy council, barbecue.
Any discussion?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did they have about?
How much did it cost last time? Sandy.
Okay, so the last time we did this was the 85th birthday, which was 2 years ago, and we set a budget of $5,000. The Winter Jamboree came in at about $3,800. For the spring fling, basically, what we want to know is, do you want it just to be hot dogs and hamburgers, barbecued? The suggestions have been having a bouncy castle. We just get one bouncy castle, we put it over here. We do it in conjunction with the museum opening, the garage sale. And with it, we had a band for the birthday, but we don't know if you want a band for this. So if we just did hamburgers and hot dogs and a bouncy castle, if you want, then it would probably cost us under $2,000. Maybe even under $1,000. I know the bouncy castle is about $500.
I like that idea.
You like that? Mm-hmm.
Like,
We
it's
were-
packed here on this whole street.
That's true, but I think, yeah. And the food and dance castle takes a track always.
Mayor McKetty is the one who asked us to continue with this spring fling on a yearly basis. We didn't do it last year, but we were asked to do it this year. So I need to know if you guys want to and how much you want to spend and what you want.
I make a motion that we have a spring fling.
Well, I'm sorry, could you repeat that motion?
I'm gonna make a motion that we have the spring fling.
And including what?
What's been suggested?
Uh,
I don't think we need to have a band though.
We saw hamburgers, hot dogs, and bouncy council.
Yeah.
Castle. Okay.
Councilor Bieber, what's your thoughts?
And Bruce will be swaying.
Yeah, okay.
Well, what's your concern? Is too many things, or?
It seems like we're doing an awful lot. Don't you think? I mean, you got,
We can do more.
We, Anjali have always did something
yeah.
when the museum opened on their May long
First.
weekend or their opening.
Yeah.
And the last couple of years, we've sort of did hot dogs, hamburgers, like they have a pancake breakfast over at Seniors Hall, you know.
Yeah.
So we just participate because what we can do to assist the museum.
Are we going to run into an issue concerning volunteers? Or is that going to be,
We have
Staff.
some things
that would be?
further down on the agenda.
Yes, yeah. What I'm wondering about for this event.
So we can always ask those people that we're giving volleyball time to and the Kiwanis band and stuff like that.
Wasn't it council that did the
Did-
barbecue?
Yeah.
Certainly, because I remember getting served by.
Council
Oh,
and
that's a
staff that
delight.
did the barbecue the last time.
Pardon?
Just council and staff and public works that did the barbecue.
Oh, okay. I hate putting all this pressure on you guys. You know, when I get my weekend, I say hip hip hooray. And Friday, I march out the door at quitting time and don't go back till Monday. And with you guys, we just come up with these wonderful ideas and you guys go, yay, Friday. It just seems to be a lot.
Well, they don't even have to do that. I mean, if it's just cooking barbecue, hamburgers and hot dogs, we can do that.
Do we bring the barbecue out?
No. Fire department does barbecue that we'll use.
Well, there you go. Then you guys don't have to do anything for
We still
that.
have to be there.
Hmm?
We still have to be there.
Why?
Oh, do you?
Somebody has to, who's gonna organize all of it?
One of us guys can do that. Been there, done that one.
Why don't we put Alan?
Pardon?
Alan Cameron, what's he?
He's a rec.
Recreation.
Oh, that's kind of not recreation, is it? It's just us. Okay.
Barb, do you have anything to else to add?
I don't know, I think it's a good thing if we just did hot dogs, hamburgers and had the bouncy council here. It's not hours the whole day, you know what I mean? You usually, oh, sorry,
No, we had it from 11 till 2 the last time. We
yeah.
only do it for like 3 hours this one. It's not an all-day thing.
Are we selling hamburgers and hot dogs or just giving them away?
We just give them away.
It'd be kind of cool if we charged a buck each and gave it to the museum. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Or we could have donation, but see, that day the museum does their own donation things. They
Yeah.
have different pots out for different donations that day also.
Okay.
That might be stretching it, but then-
And we also, we could help the museum if we all come and go to the pancake breakfast too.
Is there going to be a pancake breakfast on that?
There usually
Yeah.
is.
Oh, wrong
Yeah.
person.
No, no, but yeah, there's
It
always. a
says pancake
breakfast.
breakfast on the sign right there.
Good, we do have a motion on the books. Any further discussion?
Who seconded it?
Nobody.
Nobody yet.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Carried.
Can I ask what the budget will be?
Oh,
The 2001,
Sorry?
the 2000 that you suggested.
Can we amend the motion to stipulate up to $2,000?
I'll second that amendment.
In favor? Carried. Thank you, everyone.
Yep.
Okay. Recommendation 8.3.
The council directed administration to put out a letter to the public requesting volunteers for special events that we held in Coos
Do we have,
Second.
oh, no, second.
okay, any discussion?
Yes.
Yes?
We did an awesome job, or you guys did an awesome job staff-wise for the Winter Jamboree. Kudos to you guys, it was excellent. But you know, you look at some of those comments, like Donna and I have did the talent show. We did it many years,
Yeah.
planning and all that. And they come on, oh, it would have been nice to have a talent show. Well, all our staff and that volunteer time, I think we gotta word it in such a way that we would like to do events like the hot dogs, hamburgers on museum day and that. But we need some volunteers that we can use because our staff is just, they can't give any more time, their own time.
I agree.
And I think it's gotta be worded that if we don't get volunteers, then we're going to have to limit the events that we have throughout the year. Because we sure could use volunteers on July 1st, the Santa Claus parade, et cetera, et cetera. And people that are asking for discounts at our community center. You know what I mean? We don't charge them for the use. So could they not give back to us somehow on coming helping us by volunteering?
That would be nice, but you can't count on it.
No. Well, you can if they step up and say yes.
You know, sorry, Sandy. Go ahead.
So the whole idea, Chris and I were talking about this, and we were gonna try and word it so that we would let the volunteers know that it would be a list that we're keeping here in the office. And when we have different functions, we'll call upon different people. So we're hoping to compile a list of people that we can go to, and then that way it won't be the same people all the time. We feel that there's probably always gonna be 1 or 2 staff members that have to be there, or our rec coordinator, Al. But if we could get a list of people that we can draw on for different things, like Canada Day, I think we still are very much hands-on for that one, but things like the Winter Jamboree or the barbecue or volunteer dinner, those things we are trying to get a list of people together that we can maybe.
And also, you know, growing up here in Coos, that's how I got to know my neighbors. That's how I got to, by volunteering and standing in the line doing the cakewalk and bringing cupcakes and cakes. That's how I met everybody, and that's how I got involved with the community. So people that haven't lived here all the time, this is a good time to get out and meet your community and make a difference.
Well, there was lots of visiting going on at Jamboree.
Yes.
People who were people.
You know, I kind of think that there's a bit of a spark in the community. You know, there's lots of good things happening in the community. And now might be a good time to, you know, request the citizens to come on board, you know, and do some volunteering. How do they get involved? I'm sure we have someone on staff who can create some sort of a Facebook page for what's going on in Coos Coopy or the official Coos Coopy.
We have a website.
Yeah, no, but requesting volunteers and, you know, how do you volunteer? Well, this is how you volunteer. Submit your name. We want to hear from you. Right? Be part of a growing community. So that's
We want to get to know you.
right? What do we do all the time? We send a mailer out. It gets thrown in the garbage. It's junk mail, right? Let's use the social media. Let's use a billboard, right? Let's have our cop out there with a sign. We need volunteers. Something, right? Let's be different.
I like that. But we do want to get to know people, not just,
And there's lots of new people in the village.
yeah.
Yeah.
We want to get, we want to get to know you. Please volunteer.
Yes. So with regards to what this letter is asking, would like to put a request to the public to be village volunteers. Now, what's not specified in that request is the medium and how we're going to put out that request. Is there any thoughts on that?
Maybe
Sure. Do you have any input?
we would just put it out on on Facebook, on our webpage. We can do a mail drop as well, word of mouth, newsletter. Alistair's really good at bumping things on Facebook and stuff, so, and I would actually probably enlist him to do this with his journalism background and stuff. You could probably word it so that maybe we can grab people and,
Okay.
but how about if we draft the letter and bring it back to council for approval?
That sounds good.
Whose motion was that?
I read
I'll make a motion.
And now the seconded. And so, all in favor? Opposed? Carried. All right. 8.4.
The council approved the advertisement for the surplus tax sale monies that must go in the newspaper for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Also,
Seconded. Marlene? Okay. Any discussion? That's one.
this is a relative. Does this mean anything?
Does this mean that they have money coming to them, or?
Yes.
This is a relative, okay, go ahead.
Do you want me to explain what it is?
Yes.
I know what it is.
Yes, please.
Okay, so what it is it's a piece of property that was put up for sale through tax sale.
Okay.
And it's been purchased by somebody else. And that person pays a certain amount and then there's an upset price. And there's leftovers from that money. Right now, we're trying to find these people to give them the money.
Oh.
We haven't been able to get a hold of them.
Oh.
So, we've had process servers try, we've been able to get one, but not the other. And now the next step for us is to put this notice in the paper for the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
If nobody comes forward after that, then it goes to the BC provincial government into an unclaimed monies treasury or whatever, until said person comes forward and claims it.
And if not, it comes back to you, doesn't it?
No,
Comes
it
back to the
stays, it
village.
stays in unclaimed monies.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, thank you for that.
I knew what the tax sale was, but I didn't know it was a surplus.
Well, it's just that you've incurred the cost, excuse me, of, putting it in the newspaper. And you would think that if it was unclaimed, that it would come back to you, to the area that it comes from, right?
It stays in a pot so that in future dates, should they become aware of this money, then they can claim it from the
Oh,
province.
but there is no 7-year number or 10-year number or anything where it just, so the province just continually collects this from every community.
And the interest, yes,
Yeah. Just sits there in the pot.
Brilliant.
really. Any further discussion? Okay, all in favor? Opposed? Carried. 8.5.
That council received a report on the winter January and its information.
Second.
Seconded, Marlene. Any discussion? That's far.
On behalf of council, I would like to thank the office staff and that for their excellent job, and kudos to them. We couldn't do it without you.
Absolutely.
And Alan as well.
Yes, and now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Many thanks.
And it was a lot of fun.
It was.
I enjoyed bowling.
I don't understand how we lost the chili cook-off.
There's only 2 of us.
Should have won.
Okay.
Did you vote?
All in favor? Opposed? Carried. 8.6.
The
Motion.
council received the correspondence from Puskupi Elementary PAC as information.
Seconder? Barb? Any discussion?
I think they're gonna try to do some good money raising.
I think this is excellent that the school is doing this.
Yes.
Is there anything that we can do to support barbecue we provide at school?
They're using our popcorn machine for their movie night.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you know what movie it is?
She didn't know yet.
Okay. I think we should send a thank you for sharing this with us, and we wish them well, and let us know what we can do if they need anything.
We do have a motion that's been made and seconded, so we have to vote if that's accepted. All in favor? Okay. Now, did you want to make another motion with regards to sending a thank you? Or do we need a motion for that, Sandy?
I took that as a motion, you just need a second.
Okay.
I'll second.
Yeah.
All in favor? Carried. Correspondence, 9.1.
No, you've got 8.7.
You're absolutely correct. Late item, 8.7, thank you.
I would like to make the motion that we discuss the healthy community teams at Northern Health Authority, Interior Health Authority, at the NCLGA this year
In Williams Lake.
in Waynes Lake.
You're gonna be there anyway.
We need a second to discuss.
Second.
Any discussion? Yes?
I think this is very important, and I'm gonna be at NCLGA, and I would like to sign up for it. There's probably issues that we could use, whether it's getting our kids lunches at school, or, you know, we're gonna have our skateboard park. You know, there could be money for whatever we may need down the road. I would like to attend.
Is this, how close to the event when you were already scheduled to be there? Is it before
It's
or after?
included, it's,
During?
yes.
Okay. So-
Excuse me, Sandy? It's included,
As
yes.
far as I know, it's all part
It's
of.
not an extra charge, I've already registered for NCLGA. They're just sending out this,
I hope it's,
meeting.
I don't know for sure that it's not an extra charge, I'll have to check.
okay.
Well, it says it's for this free one-day,
Yeah, I think
Opportunities.
Jonas knows every one-day opportunity.
It's probably the Monday, I would say.
good. Any more discussion? Then, how are we going to do this? I'd like to make a motion that you attend this NCLGA meeting.
You can't make them.
I can't make that motion. But we have to deal with the
Make a
motion that's on the table. It's been seconded already, right? So, all in favor? Carried? All right. The correspondence, 9.1.
And council received a letter from BC Economic Development and Information.
Second.
Any discussion on that? Okay, all in favor? Yes, Sandy?
You can motion to have all of them accepted as info if you want, or you can go through them line by line.
Oh, I like that. Thank you.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't.
Usually what Lorraine does is she just says, does anyone see anything that you want to
Yeah.
discuss? And if not, you can accept it all
And I
as
do.
info.
You do have something to discuss?
Yes.
City of Victoria.
Yes. How did you know that?
Which item, that's 9.4?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at 9.4.
The council received the council's motions from the city of Victoria as information. These are motions that will be presenting at UBC and
Just a question, do we have to make a motion to accept all correspondence first prior to? Okay,
I just have one thing to add to this.
Yes.
After I printed the agenda, I got 6 more motions from Victoria.
Okay.
So there's 6 more on the next agenda.
okay. All right, do I have a seconder? Marlene, thank you. And discussion. Counselor Smith.
I am really
Yes.
disturbed about the city of Victoria. And I think the impact of this, you know, fossil fuels, do they expect these big cruise ships to come into the bay by paddle? They want us to go to UBCM in Victoria in 2020. If we can't use fossil fuels, are we gonna all ride our bikes down? Because, you know, fossil fuels, we can't use them, we can't fly the plane. Like, I'm kind of really upset with this, that a municipality is not looking at the whole picture for BC.
Well,
They don't get tax dollars, there's not a mill or a mine or LNG down on the island to build their schools and their hospitals. Their byproducts of oil and gas is everywhere, in their kayaks, in their medical equipment. I have issues with this.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just,
That's, thank you, yes.
But didn't we already do a resolution against this?
this is new.
Yes.
Okay, can we do a resolution ourselves to the extent that, like, where are their kids?
Why not be practical, right? Why not be practical in your approach? And go through the same process that the city of Victoria, as opposed to the city of Victoria, it will be the village of Pooskoopi. And we would write on behalf of the village of Pooskoopi, requesting consideration and resolutions of support for all cruise ships entering Canadian waters to be paddled in the interest of the environment. Yes,
I also want to know, it says here that local governments are incurring substantial costs in relation to impacts of climate change involving volatile weather patterns, drought, wildfires, erosion. I would like to see how fires and that has impacted Victoria. People in the Okanagan, yes, they had wildfires, but they're not making this resolution.
absolutely.
I really think Victoria is going to split UBCM because of stuff like this. We're not going to be a united front at UBCM. It's going to be the North against.
It was before we remember those times, you know?
You know what I mean? I think, could we table this until Chris and Lorraine are back, and also after the Peace River Municipal Association meeting that we will attend? Because then we can talk to our other municipalities like Fort St. John, Chetwynd, Tumbler Ridge, and see what they think about this.
Well, do you really have to table it? I mean, this is pretty much just correspondence for information. Any response to this can come at any time.
Yes, but I also want to hear what Chris and
Absolutely,
Lorraine
absolutely.
want to input.
Yeah.
But
But are you asking then for a motion to consider at a later meeting, what kind of resolution that we can
how can we
respond?
respond to this?
Okay, good.
Because there's also other letters coming at the next council meeting.
Okay, so on the next agenda, would you like me to include these four?
Yes.
Again, along with the new ones?
Yes, please.
Okay.
That would work, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Perfect, okay. Good.
And now, is everybody upset as much as I am?
Yes.
It's, we're not living in their world. It's very difficult. Kudos to the mayor of Victoria, who is gone, has she not already, to Fort
She's going on the
McMurray?
28th
So she's going.
to Fort McMurray.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were to extend the invitation to address BC Northern community? And if
Yeah,
we were to
not
host that
Alberta.
here in Pooskoopi?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Make a note of that to be in our letter. Like, we would like to invite you to
We can do
Northern
that.
BC.
We can do that. We are council. We can make a motion.
Okay?
I can't. You can. Are you making a motion
Yes, I am
to extend an invitation?
Yes.
All right, that's gonna take some planning, but absolutely. When would you like her to attend?
When it's convenient to her.
Prior to the
UBCM.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So do we need a specific date?
No.
You need time because we gotta get all the other communities and saying, hey, we're gonna have a meeting here, right?
Well, we'll bring that up on the 28th.
And we want every single hotel room in Pooskoopi filled. We don't want them staying in Dawson. This is a Pooskoopi event.
In the motel?
Yeah.
Can I go back to the other motion where Barb has motioned to table it. Can I have a seconder for that one? please?
Oh, I will.
Thank you.
Okay, all in favor? Carried. Okay, now, Counselor Smith, you would like to make a motion stemming from that with regards to an invitation?
Yes, I would like to invite the mayor to come to Northern BC and
Pooskoopi.
invitation from the village of Pooskoopi to come visit us in Northern BC and look at our LNG.
I love it.
We just said that she's gonna go to Fort Nelson, didn't we?
Pardon? Fort McMurray.
On Fort Nelson?
She's going to Alberta.
All in favor? Carried. Sorry, Lorraine.
She can host.
All right. Okay, that is it, or is that it for, unless someone has any other correspondence? Any other correspondence you want to discuss? Okay. Resolutions? No resolutions? Bylaws? Nothing to discuss? Administrative reports? Is there any report from the CAO?
No.
No, okay. Any action items?
After the list, do you see anything that you want changed? Or see anything that?
You know, I really don't want to touch this one with the mayor and the CAO not present. I don't know what you guys feel. Shall we
I
table
don't.
this?
Yeah.
It's just information.
It's
Is
just
there
information.
information?
Is there something on there that's
That's
Minister of
our-
Environment, I haven't heard back from yet.
Okay,
Actually, pardon me, that's a lie. I
Oh.
did hear back from them.
Yes.
They asked me what you wanted to meet with them about, so we've told them, now I haven't heard back from them again.
okay.
There, that's my update.
Has there been any news with regards to what happened? Is everything just kind of laying low there? No? Good, okay. 12.3. Capital and special projects. Anyone have anything to discuss here? It's information only. Okay. 12.4, council calendars. Anything to discuss here? No?
Just trying to figure out how we're all getting to Fort St. John on that Thursday.
Yes.
All right.
Because,
Who's
because
driving?
evidently Lorraine will already be there.
Oh, is that right?
Because
So,
they're having their,
Beach River.
the Peace River Regional District.
So do you want to drive, Marty?
Sure.
Okay,
You don't mind driving in the dark?
I don't mind.
okay.
It won't be dark.
So where do you want to meet and
I won't be working. You tell me, ladies, what do you like?
I have to be there at 5:30, so I have to make it about 4:30.
I think we should do that 4.
okay.
And Chris is just gonna meet you guys there too.
Can't really do it.
Now, do you want to pick me up at Chances or do you want me to come home and just,
It's up to you. Whatever's convenient for you.
okay, Chances would be better for me because I'll be
Okay.
in the
Okay,
parking
good.
lot.
What do you want, Mayor Donna?
Mayor Donna.
No. What do you want there, Donna?
I'll come to your house.
Okay.
And, should I come in and see the CAO about our resolution, or is that, they already have it and my backup? And our report from our municipality?
So
Go ahead.
Chris is working on the PRLGA presentation, he's actually finished it, I've read it over once. They have the resolution already, and, there's just the speech, the update, and he'll probably work on that too. I'll remind him to work on
Okay.
that this week while he's off.
Okay,
And then-
or he can just bring it with him, whatever he wants, he could reach out to.
Yeah,
We have a budget meeting on the April the 2nd, right?
sorry?
Yeah.
We have a budget meeting on April the 2nd?
Not for sure, not for sure.
Oh.
I haven't said it for sure yet.
You can't make it? Okay, so, did you get that, Sandy?
Yeah,
I thought there was one-
yesterday. I haven't had a chance to talk to Chris about it because I had to leave and then he's not here.
It's open to question after.
Well, let's go to reports. Counselor White.
The only thing I have to report is about the winter jamboree. And I attended the fire department's meeting as well. I wasn't impressed with certain people there, but that's okay.
Okay. Counselor Smith.
Okay, now, I attended the South Peace Health Society in regards to the Moultrie House. Now, I sit on that not as a member of the village, but as just a resident. I brought some paperwork in to Chris to discuss, but I think I'll table it till next meeting. It's gonna cost about $400,000 to get the building renovated. They're taking the carport off, putting another 2 rooms on there. So it's gonna have about 7 bedrooms, all, accessible and whatever. So we're gonna have to be looking at some huge fundraising to get the 400,000. Plus, after we get it all done, we gotta work on income to make it sustainable. So I would like to propose that we donate $5,000 on behalf of the village to the construction of the building. And then later, possibly $5,000 that we would adopt one of the bedrooms where the village would buy the bed, the bedding, the dresser, the curtains, that kind of stuff.
Sandy? You didn't?
Are you making that motion for tonight?
No,
Or are you
no,
just
I'm sharing,
mentioning-
I'm
okay.
just sharing
I have
that.
to know what the budget is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just sharing with you so that that is what we're looking at. Because, and I also discussed that we're gonna have some really awesome fundraisers. We discussed maybe having something at Chances, and we also discussed possibly using the Puskubi Community Center for a fundraiser in the future. Because we're gonna have to really do some fundraising. Okay, so I attended that. I attended a meeting today at Peace River Regional District, a community to community meeting with the First Nations of Mowbray Lake. And it was awesome. I was so impressed. It was them and the regional district. They're very informative. There was great discussion. It was such a moving meeting that everybody was heard, everybody, there was no conflict. It was just, they're just nice people. It was really, really nice. I made some notes here. The Moberly Reserve has been their people for possibly 400 years, and it could go back even farther. They have a limited area that they can develop, so that's why they're looking at extending. They have 18,000 acres owned by the feds, and if all this was in a discussion, and nothing's been decided. It's just open. They had maps. It was a really nice. And what else? I think that's it.
Okay. Counselor Eber.
What did I do? Went to the fireman's dinner and dance on Saturday. Very nice. Asked one of the ladies at Lakeview Credit Union what she thought of it because I saw that they were at a table. She thought it was absolutely marvelous. So, yeah, nice positive things about that. What else did I do? Oh yes, the jamboree. I enjoyed that immensely. Can we do it again? Next weekend? No. It was wonderful. I have a museum meeting tomorrow. And that's it.
The past 2 weeks have really been a wash for me. You guys are aware of, and it was discussed at the last meeting, why I couldn't be at the Jamboree. And then on Wednesday, my sister-in-law passed away, 44 years old.
Oh, my God.
And that's been devastating. So the funeral is going to be held tomorrow. So that's, that happened Wednesday, and it was the same day as the Courtesy Matters meeting within Canada. Lorraine was ill, couldn't attend, and I had to get home to a distraught family. So we didn't attend that meeting. So there's really nothing to report for activities as a councillor in the last 2 weeks. Okay. Is there any in-camera discussions?
No.
Okay. And then a motion for adjournment.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Any seconded? Any seconded?